Alright, we're back in business, baby! Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get out of here. Hi! This is Allie. It's your boy, Allie. Sorry, I really gotta work on the new, intro or outro or whatever. Anyway, this is the Amazing Digital Dating Simulator. I was gonna say the circus, but no, this is a dating simulator, and it takes place in the anime world. This is so freaking cool. This is done by Vocastar, and I've been so excited to play this. And yeah, I want to jump right into it with another gameplay. I started with Pomni, I finished with Pomni's route, and I gotta tell you, the amounts of times that I tried recording Pomni's route was ridiculous, and I didn't feel like going back and playing it a third time. And yes, that was a third time. Anyway, so I think this is gonna be Ragatha's gameplay. So let's just jump right into it, folks. Disclaimer, this game is fan-made and is in no way officially affiliated or endorsed by Glitch Productions or Gooseworks. All events and interactions in this game are not canon. Please do not reach out or harass anyone on Glitch's production team about this game. This game contains bright flash transitions. Hello, welcome to the Amazing Digital Dating Simulator, a slice-of-life-styled school setting where anything and everything is possible. I'm Kate, and I'll be your principal for the duration of your stay here at the Amazing Digital Academy. Help your classmates pull pranks on the teacher, become a straight-A student, or a rule-breaking delinquent. While all this while finding possibly love along the way. But enough about my world creation. Let's get you enrolled. First things first, what uniform will you be donning? I'm still a girl, dog. Sounds good. How about your name? What should we call you? Guys, this is my introduction. A literal egg, huh? Are you sure you like that name? I'm pretty sure. Alrighty then, a literal egg. Well, let's head inside. Hi, my name is a literal egg, and I'm a transfer student to the Amazing Digital Academy. My parents moved from the countryside after a vague, tragic event that changed the course of our lives. One that is not to be named. After I say goodbye to all my old friends, my parents got my transcripts and packed up the car. Today's my first day at this new school. I glanced down at my class schedule. This should be English 101 with Mr. Kinger. So, where is the teacher? As I step into the room to let in any of the other students that might be late to class, someone else hops into the room. The figure looks like a tall white piece of a gaming set. Specifically, he looks like a king in chess. It takes me a moment to put the two and two together, but when I do, I almost groan at the pun. Surely his name can't really be, "Hello, my name is Kinger." You must be pleased to meet me. Mr. Kinger extends a gloved hand, which I shake more out of instinct than out of a genuine sense of excitement. Good morning, students. On the docket today, we have a new student named... what was your name again? This one. Hey everyone, I'm a literal egg. I look forward to learning with you and all, and I hope we can all be friends. Radio! Go on and take an open seat, a literal egg. Most of our students don't bite. One of our other students, a purple rabbit, seems to grin at this. I take a moment to think of who to sit by. Yes! I sit down next to the cheery-looking ragdoll in front of the class. I take my seat next to the ragdoll girl in a blue skirt and vest. She's paying such close attention to the lecture. I hesitate to introduce myself, not wanting to disrupt her. To my surprise, she takes the initiative once Mr. Kinger pauses to write some English letters on the board. A friendly smile on her face. Hey, new stuff. My name is Ragatha. I'm the class representative, so you can talk to me if there's anything you need, like an extra pencil or dealing with Jax if he gives you a hard time. Anything at all. I can tell she's trying very hard to make me feel comfortable, like part of the class. As a transfer student, I am appreciative, I appreciate the effort. Well, that's not very nice, Raggy. Bad-mouthing me to the new kid. Based on the grin on the... I'm so sorry for the voices. Based on the grin of the purple rabbit's face, this must be the Jax that Ragatha is talking about. Jax! She cries out, exasperated. Don't sneak up on me like that! Listen, newbie, if you want to be a part of the straight-A student, or be the perfect straight-A student, you can trust Ragatha to make it all happen. Oh, thanks, Jax? That's oddly nice of you. But you're gonna bore everyone to tears, and nobody's gonna want to hang out with you. His grin fades into an obstinate smirk as he continues. Her face. Now, if you want to have some real fun, be cool, and be loved by everyone, I'm the guy to talk to. Ragatha's frown grows deeper as Jax keeps talking, interrupting him with her own rebuttal. I don't think a literal egg wants to go around pulling pranks on everyone, and I really don't think Jax interrupts her again. These two must have some sort of history, leaping into any gap in one another's argument to berate one another. Yeah, I bet the new kid wants to spend all day reading textbooks. Good one, Ragatha. Jax offers a humorless laugh as he mocks her into her face. Well, that's better than being a jerk all the time. The two keep interrupting, talking over one another. How has nobody noticed the escalating argument at the front of the classroom? Evidently, I'm the only one who wants to end this argument. What's wrong with being a good student? Ragatha smiles a friendly smile, turning to me with a look of genuine gratitude before turning to face Jax again. See, Jax, people like a literal egg want to focus on their academics. Jax rolls his eyes and walks away. If he's bothered about losing the argument, he hides it well. Ragatha leans over to me. If you want, I can give you a tour. Oh, if you want, can I give you a tour of this school during our lunch break? She pauses a moment. Only if you want to, though. I totally get wanting to be left alone on your lunch break. Well, she may not be the most assertive member of our class, but I can tell her smile and positivity are genuine. A part of me is excited to start our class tour, but another part of me worries that if I tell Ragatha that, her doting on me might start to smother me. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something bursts into the room. Principal Kane, how exciting to have you in our class today. The new figure turned to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor-sharp teeth. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to this school. Kinger, class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to all of us before freezing in place. With a sound like porcelain grinding against porcelain, his teeth slam shut. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth like they're not solid objects. A literal egg! I wasn't expecting you here! Manic enthusiasm suffuses his voice as he points his cane at me. Maybe you'll be the secret ingredient to make this school interesting. He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. Is there a reason you're here, Kane? Zupel speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of the school. Yeah, it seems kind of funny to try and address them that way. It's whatever. Kane perks up. That's right, the reason I'm here, to make sure we all have an enriching academy experience, one filled with fun, danger, adventure. He begins to list more and more descriptors, increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. Angel fruitcake? And most of all, interesting to our studio audience. He turns towards the window and stares out of it for a moment. Is he addressing somebody? There doesn't appear to be anyone outside. However, the numbers are in, students, and it turns out school dramas are just white noise. Normally this is the time that I tell you that that means the end of school life as we know it. Kane bites into his hand in mock horror. The class and Kinger play along, gasping at his revelation. Gangle looking ready to burst into tears. However, my sweet-toothed students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back into the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up.
How are you going to bring interest back into the school, Mr. President?
Principal? Jesus. Kane shoots the bubble a confused look, but hits his stride for a moment. You see, my little Tomer Emeralds, what's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A cast full of colorful characters. A competent principal. Adequate funding? Kane shakes his head. Wrong, and surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No school around here has had a culture festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. So I, being your benevolent principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best culture festival this side of the Pacific Ocean. Make it flashy. We got to keep our interests of our investors after all. Egads, I'm almost late for my deep tissue massage. Alright, Kinger, I'll give you the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days. Break a leg or two. As abruptly as he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to his appointment. Alright, class, let's see what roles Kane assigned each of you for the culture festival. King lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read it aloud. Ragatha, as the class representative, I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues. You can count on me! Zubul and Gangle, you two will work on an art to promote the festival. We have a pretty big school here, so we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival.
I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing everyone else.
Dots. Pomni and Jax, look up what a culture festival is.
Shouldn't we do that before we start making posters?
No, I like his idea. Plus, we get to see what Gangle comes up with her posters. Oh, what Gangle comes up with for her posters. If it's anything like what she comes up with when she draws Ragatha. Jax! Or something like that. I can't do Gangle's voice really well. Gangle interrupts Jax before he can finish his thought, pleading him to stay quiet. The class erupts into chaos as Zubul and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to find out what a culture festival is, and Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class and get her classmates to pay attention. For his part, Mr. Kinger seems content to let the students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of his lesson planned and is just waiting out the lunch bell. As if I had summoned it by thinking of it, the lunch bell sounds. Everyone drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. After my chaotic first half of the day, I had to work up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces. Around me, there was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I picked up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scan the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class. I think Ragatha wanted to give me a tour of the school. Aw, oh, come on! God damn it. Okay, hold on. This probably looks really silly to you guys, but I cannot see my mouse for whatever reason. And it's not... Oh! Ha! 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 I got it. Okay. I grab a snatch... What? I grab a sandwich from the lunch line and look around for Ragatha. She did want me to get... What? She did want to give me a tour, right? Oh, a literal egg! Sorry to keep you waiting. Did you want to start our tour today? Sure thing. Oh, sure thing. That's what I would like to hear. Let's get started then. She starts by leading me to the stairs in the middle of the school. This is the main stairwell. Our homeroom is upstairs, so if you need to know where this is to get to class. Oh, what? This is the main stairwell. Our homeroom is upstairs, so you need to know where this is to get to class. Ah, that's how a sentence works. She gives me a friendly smile before a realization strikes her. But you probably already knew that, because our class is on the 3rd floor, and you would have to take the stairs to get there. She sighs, but regains her composure quickly, putting on a slightly less cheery smile as she takes my hand. She walks to the left, taking us back to the lunchroom. This is the lunchroom, where you can grab a bite. She cuts herself off, eyeing the sandwich that I'm still eating. Wait a second. She puts her palm to her face. You just met me in the lunchroom. Ragatha sighs. So, you've already been here too, huh? She giggles nervously, putting on an even weaker, faker smile. She grabs my wrist with gusto, pulling me along with so much zeal that I feel like she's going to tug it out of the socket. I wince as she pulls me towards the next location. Well, I can at least show you to our homeroom. We head back outside the lunchroom and are halfway up the stairwell when Ragatha realizes that I was in the same class as her this morning, so I've already seen this too. Ugh, I'm so sorry, a literal leg. She pulls at her red, strangely licorice-like hair. I just wasted your entire lunch period taking you around places you already saw at the school. I offer an apologetic, shy smile. Well, kinda, I guess. She sighs again, slumping forward. You must be pretty annoyed with me, huh? She says, not looking me in the eye. It's okay, I know you meant well. She clearly meant well. I don't see any reason to put her down. Ragatha perks right back up, as if all of her mistakes are undone by my forgiveness. Oh, well, if you're having a good time, maybe I can continue the tour and excuse you from afternoon classes? We stop by the principal's office. Kane is leaning against the door, bubbles coming out of his pipe. Wait, isn't it this violation of the code conduct to smoke a pipe on school grounds? Ragatha, a literal egg. What do I owe you the pleasure to? What do I owe the pleasure to? Kane, I was giving a literal egg a tour of the school, but I wasn't able to give them a full tour during lunch. Can they be excused from afternoon classes so I can show them other places in the school? Kane stops a moment, then nods. I don't see why not. Now go along, my scrumptious little scholars, and take in the glorious work that is my academy. Ragatha turns to me, taking my hand in hers. Let's not waste any time, a literal egg. Next stop, the library. Aw, she's so cute. We visit the library. Row upon row of bookshelves crowds this room. Pomni is sorting through a massive pile of books. Dry Malter, migration habits of vultures. Guess she's trying to find a book on culture festival. We leave her to it. We also have an art classroom. As we walk into the art classroom, Zubul and Gangle are working away, designing posters for the school. I peek over Gangle's shoulder. She's drawing Pomni with generous proportions. Gangle sees me and throws herself over her art. Don't look, Little Leg! Google. Yes, Google. Stellar ship name. Zubul turns to me and glares. She's not done with it yet. Don't you know how impolite it is to look at art before it's done? I was just curious. Ragatha takes my wrist and begins to usher me out. Sorry, guys. She closes the door behind her and catches her breath. Alright, time to show you my favorite spot on campus. We walk for several minutes. She leads me down the staircase all the way outside. I see a large patch of dirt in the shape of a diamond, surrounded by a chain link fence. Is that it? This is the softball field. Do you play? That was apparently the right question to ask. Ragatha's smile widens. Yep. Sometimes I can get the other guys out here, but Kane actually has a pitching machine, so sometimes I just go out here to let out the stress. If you ever want to join me, let me know. I file the information away for later. In the distance, the bell to dismiss evening class rings. And now I'll walk us back to the locker so you can pack up and head out for today. Well, I guess that's the end of our tour for today. Time to head out. I walk to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. My mind drifts to the day's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar doll walks up to me. Hey, Little Ek, you're getting ready to head back for the day? Yep. Ragatha looks around a bit, seemingly working up the courage to ask something. You know, if you wanted to, I could walk you back today. How does that sound? Sure thing. Oh, awesome. She beams. Ragatha and I make our way to the front doors of the school. Hey, Little Leg? She looks at me, as if she just remembered something very important. This is your first night here, right? Sure. I mean, it's technically my first day here. The sun has barely began to set, so I don't know why she's saying first night. I'll show you the dorms then. She gives me a polite smile. I hate to let her down, but actually, Ragatha, my parents are picking me up today. Ragatha gives me a confused look. Are you sure about that, Little Leg? I think I am. I'm not sure why she's questioning me that. But as she asks me the question, I try to remember what my parents said about picking me up today. I begin to discover worrying gaps in my memories. Did my mom or dad drop me off? Was it someone else? What does the car that I was dropped off in look like? What do my parents look like? I begin to hyperventilate as I realize, as if it weren't for seeing my own reflection in a mirror when I was washing my face in the bathroom this morning, I wouldn't even remember what I looked like. What's happening to me? In the corner of my eyes, abstract patterns begin to fade in and out of existence. It's okay, Little Leg. Everyone goes through this the first day they're here. My breath begins to steady. The abstract patterns fade. Things start to feel, well, normal definitely doesn't fit the word, but at least a little more okay. They do? Yeah. Yeah, it's this weird thing. Nobody really knows how it works. Most of us can't even remember our own names. Well, at least I managed to remember my name. Unless somebody made that up for me. Dun dun dun! How How normal is the name a literal egg? Just saying. Nah, that's ridiculous. Huh, honestly, I haven't even seen anyone ever leave campus. So just go inside and sleep on the floor of our homeroom? Ragatha laughs. No, Kane actually builds us a set of dorms to stay in, she says, offering me a hand. Something to give us a break from the old rigmarole? What? Rigmarole? From going from class to class? I take her hand. I'll lead you there, don't worry. Ragatha smiles gently as she leads me by my hand to a building nearby. Just by glancing at the doors, I can tell who stays where. The vibrant red and blue door has to be Pomni's room. Another door is sleek with bright geometric shapes all over it. That has to be where Zubul stays. I could pick Jax's door out of a crowd. It's darker than the others, in crisscross with black and yellow striped caution tape. Ragatha stops at a ranch-style door before proceeding. This is my room, a little like. She smiles. I'm the class rep and the resident assistant here, so if you have any trouble with any of your dorm mates or need anything for your room, I'm your gal. She gives a jovial swing of her arm, sliding her door open. Oh my god! How quirky and cute! The inside is adorned with doilies, and a thick blue duvet covers her bed, and I even see a tea set of her on her white dresser. My door is always open. As we stand there, Jax walks by. He gives Ragatha a wicked grin. Or would it be if I could trust Jax not to put a centipede in my room? Jax gives her an offended look. Come on, Ragatha, pranking the RA. I can't believe you think so little of me, he says, barely hiding a sadistic grin. That walking feature was pretty cool. Ignore him. She pauses a moment. And if you don't want to wake up to a centipede in your room, don't let Jax in. Jax lets out a dark chuckle as he overhears her, unlocking his door before stepping inside. She waits a few moments, taking sure he's out of earshot before lowering her voice. But seriously, as long as you're not Jax, you're welcome to come visit me if you ever need to relax or talk to somebody, or to just want to say hi. Now, let's go find your room, new stuff. We walk side by side until we find a new door that doesn't apparently belong to anyone else here. This door is substantially less impressive than the doors to all the other rooms. A plain oak door with my name on a brass plate. I couldn't come up with a more boring door if I tried to imagine one. Ragatha turns to me, noticing my disappointment. Hey, looks can be deceiving. Maybe it's really nice inside. I twist the handle and pull the door open. The room looks empty. Really empty. The walls are plain and unadorned. A gray mattress sits on the cheap-looking wooden bed frame. A duvet decorated with the school's logo has been set atop the mattress, as well as a pair of plain white pillows. In the back corner, an aging wooden desk has been set up, with a few sheets of paper and a set of number 2 pencils, and some ballpoint pens in blue and black. Not even any pens of my favorite colors. Well, there's a lot of room to customize. She walks around the vast emptiness of my room, the plain walls making it seem even bigger and emptier than it is. Yeah. I rub a hand across the back of my neck. Can we go back to hanging out in your room for a bit? I really don't want to be alone in here. Oh, I'm really sorry, a little egg, but Kane doesn't want us to, he doesn't want us in each other's rooms after the sun is down. She offers an apologetic smile. I know it's a silly rule, but he says that since this is supposed to be a family-friendly environment, he doesn't want us in each other's rooms at night. She backs out of my room, crossing her arms across her chest with a nervous giggle. I technically shouldn't even be in your room right now. The rest of our conversation continues with her standing in the hallway and me in my dorm. So that's it for today? Yeah, I mean, you know where the school is, right? And you remember all the places I showed you? I nod. It's a lot to take in. Oh, it's a lot to take in, but I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I got it from here, I guess. Ragatha nods with a weak smile. Good. That's good. We stand there. The conversation is definitely dried up. Neither of us knows what to say next. This is great progress. I'll see you in class tomorrow. Well, I can walk you to your class tomorrow if you'd like. I nod. That's something at least. Yeah, you know, if you aren't too busy being class rep and resident assistant. She smiles. Well, as class rep, I'm supposed to help new students get acclimated to our academy. So I can definitely make time for you tomorrow. I smile back at her as we exchange goodbyes and I close my door. Maybe things will be alright. I lay down on my bed, defeated by the day. It doesn't take long for me to drift to sleep. It doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights in my room flash on, as if overridden by some remote console. The room to my door flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinkler. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code? Hello, my welcome toy box characters, Principal Kane announces from what sounds like the hallway. Oh, well, time to investigate. Kane, what the are you trying to pull this late at night? Ha 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 ha, Zubul. His laugh is fast, forced, and manic, as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it. You're lucky I even let you get sleep. This he bursts out in a harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. I'm here because even with the culture fair pulling in new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. Which is why I've secured us a sponsorship. He stretches out the last word, using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb to his words. Without further ado, I introduce you all to... A drum roll plays from somewhere in the background. Ragatha looks a little more awake, but the rest of us are still trying to shake off sleep to understand what exactly Principal Kane is talking about. The Wacky Watch! You see, the vendors for Wacky Watch have been having trouble finding a good audience for their product. But now, we have the perfect setting. Teen drama!
But we're adults. I'm actually...
Now, Gangle. I know this is a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of affixing a Wacky Watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glanced down. To my shock, the watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? What in the... And don't even try removing them either. They've been affixed to your wrists with a very special adhesive. And if you do try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a little piece of you with them. I can hear Gangle beginning to whine as panic sets in. Pomni tugs at her Wacky Watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wristwatch stays affixed, her gloves stretching. Oh, Jesus. Her gloves stretching like a rubber band as she pulls at the watch. Ragatha just looks down with a resigned sigh. Kane, I can't remove the arm. What? I can't remove the arm with the Wacky Watch. What the? Oh, what? Principal Kane ignores our complaints as he continues his monologue. You see, my turtle doves, in order to secure the funding we need to make it to day 5 in the culture fair, I need you wearing the Wacky Watches at all times. Luckily, I secured a deal where I won't need all of you to do ad reads, but this is the paramount importance, that none of you insult or try to disable your wacky watches. Good luck with school life. Can't wait to see what you do with the culture fair. Bye! He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds in on itself an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight. Well, I know it isn't ideal, but at least we can talk to each other now. Should make communicating about the culture fair easier. With the sound of breaking glass, Gangle's comedy mask shatters and falls from her face. Tears well up in her eyes.
I don't want a wacky watch.
Seeing the situation unfolding before her, Pomni pipes up. Well, I think it could be useful. And look, Gangle, there's even a picture chat function where you can send people things you draw. Pomni goes over to Gangle, lifting her wrist and pointing out the picture feature chat. What picture chat feature?
That is nice. Oh, that is kind of nice.
Gangle sniffles. Yeah, that's the right spirit, Pomni. Oh, yeah, that's the right spirit, Pomni. Now let's all get some sleep before we start classes again tomorrow. Everyone's door closes. I hear a muffled shout from Jax's door. What the heck? Why is there a watch stuck to my arm? I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks for someone to take out his frustration on. I flick my dorm light off as I close my door. I check my wacky watch. I got a text from Ragatha. Her portrait is outlined gold to indicate that she is an RA. Aw, so cute! Hey, Little Leg. I just wanted to check in on you after the whole wacky watch thing. Guess I'm doing pretty okay, Ragatha. Just getting used to how things work here. I get that. Showing up to this school, losing your memories, and now the wacky watch. It's a lot for anyone to take in. You're telling me. There's a few moments before Ragatha responds. Well, if you ever need to talk to anyone, I'm here. Thanks. I'll have to take you up on that. Oh, really? Yeah, it's kind of nice talking to you. That's kind of you to say, Little Leg. Maybe I can make you tea sometime this week between all of the culture fair stuff. That sounds nice. Cool. Did she just send a smiling sunglasses emoji? Well, Ragatha can be kind of old-fashioned, but it seems like she genuinely wants to help me fit in here. At least I have one friend at this school. Day 1 complete! And I'm gonna end it right here because I have already been playing Pomni's route, and so it's been a long time on this computer. So I'm gonna take a break, and that wraps day 1 of Ragatha's route in the amazing digital dating simulator, not the circus. Anyway, bye guys.